Hey, this is Matt from Discovering His Way. I'm doing a review on the cast iron camp oven from Lodge. You know what this is? This is a Dutch oven. Don't let them trick you with their fancy name. This is a Dutch oven with legs. And you're like, well, why does it have legs, Matt? Here's the thing. A regular Dutch oven is not going to have these legs. And so when you sit a regular Dutch oven, okay, in the coals that are underneath, they smother. But the people at Lodge, they thought, hey, let's do it this way. And so they put these legs on there. You can see them right there. I'll show you on the side. They put those legs on. So when you're cooking with wood and you have that fire going, and then you spread all those ashes out of those hardwoods, those oaks, and the good stuff. You place this right dead center in this mat. Now, listen, there's a flanged lid on there, and what a flanged lid is, meaning it's sunken down. The reason it's sunken down is not only does this sit in the coals, but also you put coals on top of this. Now this actually is an oven. It's just like the oven that you have at home. There's heat coming from the bottom, there's heat coming from the top. The thickness, watch this folks, the thickness of this thing is just amazing. It is so heavy and so thick. The reason that is so while it's sitting in the fire, your food's not burning, okay? Because Dutch oven and cast iron, they cook evenly, and so that heat is just kind of circulating within there. You know, this is the quart deep, okay? It's 12 inches across, 5 inches deep, and I tell you what, you could put 2 full chickens in. This is a 4 quart. It's 3.5 inches deep, okay? Again, it has the legs on there. This is perfect, okay? Like if you wanted to make a chili, okay? Friends, sometimes I go camping. I want a hamburger. I want a hot dog with the kids, a steak, a big old juicy steak. But there are times, friends, if I'm camping more than a week or two, friends, I want to put a roast, or I want a chicken, or I want a stew, or a casserole, or some kind of something that makes me feel like I'm Daniel Boone out there. Friends, these are awesome. They also have these. And what's neat about these two things is they have these tri-stands that it's a stand that goes like that, and it goes right over. Lodge makes it, goes right over the fire, and so there's a chain that comes down, and it hooks right to this, and so this is hanging. Instead of sitting in the fire, it's hanging right over the fire. Some time ago, we were camping, and I tell you what, a lot of times we go hiking and stuff. We were kind of going through and looking at all the tents and saying hi to everyone, and we saw this outfit, and what I mean by that is they had all their tents and all their gear out, and I was like, golly, look at those people. They're really campers. And they had a tri-stand with one of these hanging over the fire, and I so wanted to go over there and say, what are you cooking? What is it? Is it beanie weenies? Is it stew? Is it chili? I just was so into it because it was so neat. It reminds me of what they did hundreds of years ago, because they had these. Realize this is how they cooked hundreds of years ago. Friends, one of the things, if you're interested in getting these, whether it's for camping or whether the power goes off, okay, because of something that happens in society and you need a way to cook for your family, friends, you're going to have to pick up one of these. And what this is you have these coals on here. You're not going to be able to use the mitt to grab this and kind of check your food. And what this is just a handle, okay? And look at that. I mean, it's sturdy. It comes from Lodge. This little piece here isn't but $8 or $9. The thing I like about these things is this. I put them in my cart at Amazon, and when they go on sale, they go on sale, okay? You'll see it every day. If you check your cart, it'll show you it was this price and goes this price. These are always going on sale. It's all the cast iron, okay? They have some days a week where they drop the price, or even a day. Friends, get one of these if you're interested in camping, if you're interested in just another way to cook for your family if something happened. These are great. They can sit on your grill. They can sit in hardwoods. And friends, I just can't tell you enough. This is much, much heavier though. Listen very carefully. Much, much more heavier than your standard Dutch oven. The reason they do that because they know they're going to be in those hardwoods. From the factory, it comes pre-seasoned, meaning this, they have that black patina on it, that oil. They've already pre-seasoned it. After you use cast iron, any cast iron, what you do is you don't use soap. You wash it with a real stiff brush or with that scraper that you can buy. And friends, then you rinse it and you rub oil on it. And that's what's called seasoning. You never put soap in here. Why? Because each food that you cook has oils in it, okay? And those oils, they soak into the pan. And the more you use it, the more those oils from each food will get into this. All you want to do is rinse it with water, get all the food out of it, and then put another coat of oil. And it's ready for the next time. What's funny is the more you use the cast iron, the better your food tastes because the oils, okay, from the last thing that you cooked have soaked into the metal, into the cast iron. It is neat, neat, neat. I can't tell you how much of a fanatic I am on cast iron, especially the Dutch ones. These are so awesome. Hey, hope this helped you out. This is Matt from Discovering His Way.